happy Wednesday. I hope you're all well. Welcome to today's live. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm the Urban Seer, your guide to love, destiny and manifesting the life you desire. I go live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so be sure to join us. Anyone new here, if you would like a free reading, please click the link in the pinned comment. Anyone who would like a deeper reading, I offer 3, 5 or 7 card readings with a Q jump. You can also check the pinned comment. Anyone interested in a private reading, they are available via Zoom or recorded video. The link is in my bio and you can also find it in today's chat. Quick reminder about how I read. So I'm an energy reader, tuning into you and your situation. Please provide as much context as possible. It helps me to tune into your energy and anyone else involved. I'm not a psychic medium, that's a different kind of reading. Please hold your questions until called. If there's no response, I will have to skip just to keep it fair, so we can keep things moving. No yes no questions and no timeline questions as well. I'll just throw up a quick disclaimer. Everyone knows, but tarot is for entertainment purposes only. It should never replace professional advice, whether medical, legal, financial, or otherwise. Always use your own judgment and intuition when making decisions. But let's get into it. Hey to everyone in the chat. How's everyone doing? Hey Chanley. Hey Kelsey. Mariana. Micaiah. Why? Lovely to see you all here. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm going to pop over to the list. It's filling up, which is awesome. So I'm just going to post it here. And we have Chanley, my love. You are number 1. Anyone interested? I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck today as well. Very direct, very straight to the point, generally clear messages. So hoping that comes through today. Channy asks, a few days ago I felt emotionally detached. In a bad way, in a good way? How did that feel, Chanley? Any messages from Spirit on my life moving forward that I am on the right path? How did that emotional detachment, did it feel like you were numb, or did it feel in a good way? As in not at the mercy of your emotions? Let us know. Sometimes as well there can be, this is obviously a gathering, a collective gathering here, so please be open to hearing messages that resonate with you, even from other people's questions as well. I often think that happens. We're all gathered here for a reason today and drawn to this energy, so please be open to messages that come through for other people, that if they resonate with you, it can also be meant for you. In a good way, Seer. Cried everything out. Okay, awesome. Messages from Spirit then regarding your path and taking that into account, what you recently experienced, Chanley. Are you on the right path? Two major arcanas, Chanley. The World card at the bottom of the deck and the Death card as well. Both, another major arcana, the High Priestess as well. Awesome. So big changes happening, Chanley. Maybe you feel this already, the turning of the wheel. The wheel almost here being the world as well. It's about closing out new chapters and making way for, there is a new chapter that is beginning for you. Much like this Death card as well. It's a big transformation. So this could be happening actually in the 3D. but also internally for you, maybe you're experiencing spiritual changes, emotional changes, releasing things that, like you said, crying is having that kind of crying session. Being able to, crying is very powerful at helping us release. You're literally releasing tension and grief and sadness from your body. But what I would say is probably happening now, Chanley, maybe you are, I think you're almost in this stage, what's going on is that there is the ending is happening. So death is about endings, the new chapter, the new beginning, the transformation. You're not on the other side of it yet, so it can be quite an emotional time. Where your energy is about closing out things correctly as well. I always say good endings make for good new beginnings. Okay, so maybe there's people, places, things that need to be released because they're blocking your flow. They may be taking away your energy from where it needs to be. Trust your intuition on that. That's where the High Priestess comes in. This is you, and this is what you need to embody during this period of your life, Chanley. So the High Priestess is a master of her intuition. She trusts herself and her intuition above all else and goes on that rather than what you're being told, rather than what you're seeing in the 3D. We are listening to what does our gut tell us, okay? Chani says, yes, I do feel different now. I do know exactly what I want. So that's great to have that clarity. So focus on releasing what needs to be released as this new beginning is ushered in. Have good endings for new beginnings. And look beyond the veil with the High Priestess, okay? Don't believe everything that you're told or everything that you're seeing. Look beyond the veil. Trust your intuition. 3 major arcana, so powerful changes happening, Chanley. Trust that, believe in that. But you may be emotionally feeling like highs and lows, big highs and lows during times like that. Right. Mariana, my love, you are next. Please post your question. So keep us posted, Chanley, as well on what these big changes are. Externally, internally. Mariana asks, any messages from Spirit, please? Sure thing. Spirit? What does Mariana need to hear today, please, Spirit? This is you. Being strong, needing to be strong, needing to be courageous. This is also how you are being, I believe, Mariana, as well. So stay strong. This is kind of a reminder, an encouragement from Spirit to say, you know, dig deep, keep it up. Got the Knight of Swords coming in. News, information, communication. Could be your ex. I know that you're having to deal with him on and off. The reason why I say that is because we have you standing so strong, so holding a boundary, holding space, doing the right thing, okay, doing what needs to be done, yeah? And then this Knight of Swords feels like it's almost sweeping in to create a bit of chaos, okay? Can you see how this sky is sort of has thunderclouds almost in it, isn't it? It's kind of a chaotic energy that I'm picking up on from this card today. So that's that message for you. Maybe this is already happening. I know maybe you are sort of dealing with it on and off, and I'm wondering if they're going to come back in and trying to mess with your energy, yeah? But you can protect yourself. You are strong enough. We just have to embody this strength energy. The courage and power of this lion as well. Gonna ask for one more. Let me know. So you could be dealing with this right now. It could be coming through in the near future. Spirit, just one more card, please, on this. This Knight of Swords. And then you've got a Knight of Cups. Look at these two horses going in different directions. There's something pulling you in different directions. This can either be two different energies, as in two different people, Mariana, or it can be, I know that your ex has been kind of manipulative, because this is kind of like the more emotionally manipulative kind of energy here. Knight of Cups is like an offering of love, an offering of emotion, you know, kind of coming through with a softly approach. And then the Knight of Swords is this chaotic, harsher energy. So it could be your ex bringing in, trying this approach, then switching it up to that, kind of messing with your head, maybe trying to pull on your heartstrings, or this is someone's new energy entirely, which is more like new romance. It would talk about a new romantic opportunity coming in. Maybe this would trigger a Knight of Swords from the ex, you know, that they would get wind of it. So take what resonates with this. But look at that, totally being pulled in. This is you in the center, having to be strong, having to be courageous, and being pulled in two different directions by maybe two knights, or emotionally pulled in two different directions. So time will tell. Main thing is for you to be this, yeah? Focus on that strength energy. So I hope that resonated, Mariana. She says you better not, yeah. Protective light around you, Mariana, from that toxic energy from him. The spirit says anyway, you are strong enough to be dealing with him for sure. Right, we have next Janavi, my love, who asks for the oracle, hidden oracle messages. From Akshay. Let's take a look. Spirit, please bring through some messages from Akshay for Janavi. I feel you even though we were apart. Spot on there. The timing just wasn't right for us. And this one, which we always seem to get, I feel like for Akshay, my life is not as together as it seems. So I don't know if there's any communication now still. I know that, you know, the last check-in there was an unblocking there. Some longing here, missing you. They feel you even though you're apart. Obviously, we know that he's probably got a lot going on for him right now as well, and maybe just put it down to the timing wasn't right for us. And then this as well, which we know. So I hope that helped for you, Janavi. Short and sweet, as always, with the Oracle. No communication. No, I won't contact him until he does, sure. So I hope that helped, Janavi. You're welcome. So next up we have Mystic Sense. If you are here, my love, please post your question. So Mystic Sense, I know sometimes my chat seems to be a bit behind, but after Mystic Sense, just give us a shout out if you are here. Next up we have Anne Franklin. 1 second. Thank you, Anne. Hey Tia, just click the link on to be added to the list is still open. Hey Kelsey, you're on the list. Thank you, Janavi. So Anne asks, in regards to the new person, yes, due to spiritual reasons, things have been put on hold. Interesting. Now I'm back to being single. What will be the theme or purpose of my next relationship will be? Oh, that's a shame, Anne. I'm disappointed. How do you feel about that? We got such good messages and energy around it. So Kelsey, no yes, no questions, just so you know if you want to rephrase or ask a different question. Okay, Anne, let's have a look at the theme or purpose of your next relationship. I felt very hopeful about that other connection, but yes, I bet you felt very decisive. I feel disappointed. Obviously nothing that could be worked out. Too much differences. Let's see what the what's coming next anyway, Anne. Seven of Wands. Holding your ground. I want to know why Spirit has brought this through. Holding your ground. Sticking to your guns. Tell me more about this Seven of Wands, Spirit. A Tower moment. Maybe this is... I wonder, tell you what resonates with this. Anne, if this is... Feels like a tower moment what you've gone through now. I know you have experienced tower moments for sure. So it can be about sudden change, you know, loss, disappointment, maybe this what you've been through. Always with the tower energy, you know, it's challenging without a doubt when it's going on. But it comes with a reminder that it's clearing out old energy, or energy that, sorry, rather than old energy, clearing out energy that doesn't align with you and making way for the new. So maybe you feel that strongly anyway. Maybe this is a reminder, and it's through sticking to your guns and standing your ground that it kind of brings on these tower moments. But what that does is it keeps you on the right path and open to connecting with the right person, you know, someone that does align with your energy. I want to see if Spirit is going to let us know. I suppose that's when you said, what is the theme? Let me just go back to specifically what how you phrased your question. What will be the theme or purpose of my next relationship? So there's something about the way that you stand your ground and hold to your values, hold to your truth, Anne, that is paving the way for being connected with someone in a real relationship and not settling. Spirit, can you tell me anything about this new person who, or the next person who will align with Anne? Who is right for Anne? Anything about that, Spirit? Oh, look. We are going towards our Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. You know, Ten of Cups is really about feeling emotionally fulfilled and having that kind of connection, holding out for that kind of connection, and that's still on the horizon, and that is still possible. Look at that couple there who are deeply connected, who are aligned with each other, who are right for each other. And this is the path, this is the journey. It involves Seven of Wands energy, being defended, standing our ground against even people who will maybe push against our values, our boundaries, yeah? It's tempting to fold, yeah? And having to go through these tower moments of loss, disappointment, things crumbling that we've built. But that's the kind of strength of character that you have, because this is really what we're going for. And this is what, with each standing the ground and without settling and going through these tower moments, we are leaving that door still open for this. That is a very hopeful message. That beautiful Ten of Cups there came through. After, you know, in the face of these quite challenging cards, yeah? And that beautiful Ten of Cups there. It's a reminder of maybe why, you know, we make the difficult decisions that we have to sometimes, you know, do it the hard way, not the easy way, because we still, this is the reason why, isn't it? So I hope that resonated Anne, love and light to you regarding that. Yeah, I know you've gone through a lot of disappointment. Yeah. And I can feel that disappointment in the heart chakra as well. So it was beautiful to see that 10 of Cups. It's a reminder to us all why we, you know, say walk away from things that don't fulfill us. So I hope that resonated, and I'm glad it did. Thanks, yeah, that resonated. Blessings. Okay, next up we have Kelsey. So yes, still let's have a look at the energies around securing a job. What I can do is I'll do the best way to do this, because saying, you know, when what do you know what it means is, Kelsey just says if you're likely to get a job offer, so that would be like a yes, no. So I'll look at the energy around SC company and then FI, and that will give us guidance, will give us insight. So I hope that makes sense as to the difference. Oh, the cards are hopping around. Okay, so SC, option 1, option 2. Let's see what's most promising, or maybe they're both promising. The Hermit. I mean, off the bat, option 2 looks more fulfilling, really. Just with it being cups, it's more, it feels like the, in some ways almost like the easier option, like as if maybe the work would be easier, or the energy around it. Can you see how you're connecting with people? It could be social. It would be, I just have a lighter energy around this, and that you would be happier, maybe. Okay, because the Hermit is, it's a major arcana, which is interesting to say that there would still be stuff to gain from this company, this job, but obviously the Hermit is a much more kind of, it can be an isolated card. It's about gaining insight, like there would be harder lessons to learn. You may gain more, you know, maybe career wise, it could be the more challenging, like you might learn more or gain more skills. But the energy around it is kind of more tougher and more challenging, and would drive you to kind of look within more, like character building kind of energy. Yeah. So neither bad nor good, but very different paths, very different energy. And I suppose it's where you're at in your life, Kelsey. Like, say if you got job, say if it came down to that you were choosing between the two, yeah. What kind of energy would you want more? I know this is probably one of your more first jobs, if I'm right, Kelsey, that you're going into after studying. So maybe this Two of Cups looks to be more like to ease you in to the workplace, if that makes sense. And you know, this looks kind of just, yeah, more heavy, more responsibility. So there we go. I hope that resonated for you, Kelsey, okay? Gives you some guidance on maybe to ask what you want. You just want a job offer in general, yeah. I would probably say the most promising one from those cards, you know, don't do yes, no, but would be the second company, because Two of Cups is about making a connection as well. So it's like you have connected to that company and impacted maybe someone within that company as well, that they recognize something in you. So I would say option 2 looked to be the most promising. Keep us posted, Kelsey. All the best with that. I'm sure something will definitely come through for you. Thank you, Tej, yes, for posting. You're very welcome. So yesterday, Sebastian Siddharth's friend texted me, and we had a whole conversation about Siddharth and how he felt. Oh, this is interesting. I have to go back. And how he felt about the letter and another situation that happened 4 months ago. And in that conversation, one of the things that he said was that Siddharth had no feelings for me. I feel Sebastian lied to me, so I was wondering what are Siddharth's current feelings towards me. Okay. So Tej, has Siddharth in the past, previous to this letter, etc.? I'm just revisiting this because I want to check where we're at with it. Has he shared that he has had feelings for you? Has he given indication in other ways? I'm just wondering what prompted the letter from you. Let's have a look at his feelings though. I know we've seen him distracted with family issues as well. Okay. Still in this loss and disappointment, 5 of Cups. Tell me more about this 5 of Cups. I mean, I would say, Tej, that... Okay, the letter was about an argument, so it's prompted. I mean, you are in a position, aren't you, Tej, I would say that now you've done, you know, you've made your feeling clear. You've done everything that you can do on your side. And it really is about leaving the ball in his court now to see if he would come forward, yeah? I don't think there's anything, no action to be taken. Is it a death in the family? It just made me think that maybe this is just his energy still coming through with this Five of Cups being, you know, loss, disappointment, sadness. Death is going through some kind of, it's really about a card of transformation, but it can involve, again, some kind of loss, because it's about old energies leaving, new cycles beginning. But it can be a difficult time, a time of upheaval, a time of change. You know, these are quite heavy, obviously heavy energies still. So Spirit isn't really, you know, I think I was on Monday, wasn't it, that there was a similar energy. We're still here, we're still there. It doesn't give me any indication as yet that there's any movement on his part towards you or his feelings for you. This is consuming for him the difficulties and the challenges that he's experiencing right now, Tej. So patience is key if you still feel like you want to wait for him. I would say that I would be open, if you can, to making connections with other people if possible, because the energy has been closed off with Siddharth, and obviously the feedback that we're getting is that he is blocking this energy. You know, I just don't want you to waste your energy on waiting for someone, okay, who isn't open to a connection. Maybe not with anyone at this point as well. But obviously that's free will, that's up to you. The heart wants what the heart wants. I also understand that. But that's just doubling down, Spirit's doubling down on, it's just telling us where he's at and what he's going through. And his energy seems to be consumed by that right now still. So love and light, Tej, I know it's a very difficult situation when we have feelings for someone and it's not, we're not getting anything back. Keep us posted, okay? Next up we have Travel Lover. You're welcome, Tej. I'll post the list just for an update. Thank you for moderating, Janavi. I appreciate it as always. Travel Lover, I don't know if you're still here, my dear. Hey, Ari. You're on the list, my love. I've just updated it, but you are on the list. Janavi says, strength to you, Tej. Yeah, sometimes people say they don't have feelings when they are not sure. Or they can't give you what you want. Exactly. Timing is very crucial of connections, of when we meet people, yeah, and how open they are. Travel Lover, thank you for your question. So still get supernatural signs to keep faith and really still feel Steve is my soulmate, yeah, but now aware of how negative he is. How he put you down. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, manipulated, fearful, selfish. So open to new. Wonderful, Travel Lover. So yet, if Steve has been this way because he was afraid of getting hurt again and hadn't healed, and then now he values me more and healed, I will be okay to assure. What is the probability Steve will chase me? Okay. So looking for changes in Steve, yeah? You are, Kristen. I've just posted the update if you see, you can see where you are if you just scroll up. Okay, let's look at Steve's energy. I want to see like where he's at, or likelihood of change is actually what we want to know. I'm going to have the Ten of Cups here. I'm going to pull one more card. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups and Steve. I mean, both positive here. So, you know, we must take what messages that Spirit says, that yes, there is possibility of change here, travel lover. The Ten of Cups is about kind of what most people would want in a relationship, okay? It's like that emotion. It came up before, if anyone was here with hearing those messages. It's about being emotionally fulfilled, yeah? Someone being, just what we're talking about really, about someone being open and being able to give us what we need, being able to show up healed, like you described it, travel lover. What came through was it was almost be like if it was going to be with someone for Steve, that you were right when you felt that like it would be with you, that that connection was real, and that connection was also strong for them. But because, like you say, unhealed wounds, bad timing, just, you know, the messed up things that happen that go on in connections, about, you know, it's strange how we can, two people can love each other, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be able to work. But then we have this Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new beginning and change, really. And this Ace of Pentacles talks about its earth energy, so it's genuine and it's an offering of sorts, yeah, when we see the Ace of Pentacles. And it's a new beginning. So I suppose with both these cards, yeah, it is saying that the question was, travel lover, what is the probability that Steve will chase you, meaning in a way that he would come towards you? This possibly could be not the last that you would hear of him then. And this Ace of Pentacles would at least be the beginnings of this, okay? The beginnings of change and an offering of a new beginning, with the hopes of working towards this Ten of Cups, travel lover. So in regards to your question, yes, there is still possibility. There is still, the door is not completely closed to this, okay? But it's going to take some work. Eight of Pentacles, effort, consistency, work. So I'm wondering if at some point, you know, that you'll hear from Steve again. There will be some offer, some effort to start again, because I feel like there is this connection here. And then what needs to happen, you know, and then in lies the question mark, which, you know, only time will tell, and is up to Steve really, and where's he's at, of are we going to put the effort in, the work, the consistency that's required to really have a healthy connection. So hopeful there, travel lover. I hope it resonated. It did have some nice messages there for you. Thank you, Janavi, for moderating. Yes, so next up we have Judite. Nettie, yes, you are on the list. Judite, Arpita, are you here? Are you here? I'm going to close the list actually now, which I should have done before. So I don't know if Judite and Arpita are here. Kristen. So this is the full list of everyone who's left. So Judite, Arpita, Kristen, Tia. Has everyone left? Hey Arpita, go for it. Post your question, my dear. Seems to be a bit of a delay. There we go. Suhatra is my crush. Actually more than that, but we didn't express feelings and in no contact for months, okay? I was the one who first moved away, but I still can't forget him, so that's going on. So what's going on his side? Yes. What's the situation emotionally regarding me? Is he having serious feelings develop for me now? Great question. Let's have a look up here. Thank you for all that context. I love it. You're very welcome, travel lover. Let's watch this space with Steve, hey? Okay, Arpita, my love. Suhatra, let's have a look. Spirit. What are Suhatra's feelings for Arpita? Let's check in with them. So, Seven of Swords is... That ring's irritating me. Seven of Swords is kind of a sneaky energy, Arpita, which is interesting. It's like trying to go under the radar, trying to like not facing a situation. So maybe not even facing how they feel about this situation, I don't know if they messed up and did something wrong here as well, and if that was part of what contributed this to not being able to progress. I know you said that you were the one who left, but there feels to be more to the story than that. Why? I know you said you didn't express your feelings. Again, maybe it could just be more of the same of that. You know, going under the radar, not being forthright. It's all that kind of energy when we see the Seven of Swords. It's not being kind of honest with yourself, not being honest with those around you. But then we do have a Justice card here, which is Major Arcana, which is about this wrong being righted. So it may take just a bit more time for there is some kind of justice on the horizon, as in there's more to this story, I would say. I'm going to pull one more card for that because that intrigues me. Tell me more about this Justice. So he was not honest, which is still going on, whatever that means, okay, in ways that he lied to you or Peter, or there was some lying going on to themselves as well, yeah? Tell me more about this Justice card, Spirit. 10 of Wands. So we're going towards, I feel like you will get some kind of resolution, Peter. I don't know how this would manifest itself. I don't know if maybe eventually that they find the courage to express their feelings to you in some way, or it feels like a truth will come out, because that's what Justice is about in general in a way. It's about truth coming out, yeah? Now, this is a kind of a struggle for you as well, Peter. It's been somewhat of a burden carrying this with you. Spirit understands that, spirit feels that. And when this truth comes out, this justice moment, the 10 of Wands, it frees you really, that you're able to get some kind of closure on where you're at now, because it almost feels like you're in a bit of a limbo. You don't know the full picture. Something like you say, I was confused whether to trust him or not. So I think you were right in the sense about not trusting him, and maybe something more about his character, some truth will come out. It'll either be that he will be able to share his feelings, and that will kind of confirm to you about what there feels like a missing part to the story, or maybe it would come out about something about his character that isn't very nice, okay, that they aren't honest, they aren't truthful, they haven't been honest in some way. You will get some truth, and then this will allow you to put this burden down. This will free you. Either, whatever that means, either this connection being able to move forward because the air's been cleared, or you being able to get closure and be able to move on, and these feelings, get closure on these feelings that you have for him. So I hope that makes sense. Hang on for this justice moment. What I keep hearing, just some truth will come out in some shape or form, and this will move you out of this impasse almost that you've reached, yeah? So I hope that resonated. So next up we have Kristen, my love. Yeah, so you've posted your question. Hi Seer, there's this guy we've met long time ago, but recently we connected. His name is Jonathan and he lives far away from me. He wants to come and settle down. Oh wow, to where I'm from. Interesting. I just don't know how to process this. Yeah. He's been clear with me, his intentions. Oh wow. And what he wants, but I don't know what to make of it. Yeah. This seems strange, Kristen. I think what I mean, or Peter, by, just to touch back on those cards, this justice moment, so a truth will come out, and what this will do is move you forward in that situation into where you're at now. Okay, you're stuck, you're at an impasse. So whatever truth comes out, either it might be something about his character that you don't like, so this truth that comes out, it'll be unpleasant in a way, and then it will move you on, and you'll think, okay, it's not trustworthy character, that's not someone I want to be around, I'll move. It brings you closure in that way, enables you to, it sort of brings an end to these feelings in a way, or hope for reconnection. Or the truth that comes out would be maybe that he's able to be honest more about his feelings and share this with you. And this is a positive truth, okay? And then this connection will be able to move forward, in that you could deepen that connection together and maybe move forward, moving towards more of as a couple and a reconnection. So I hope that makes sense. Just Spirit wasn't clear about what that justice, truth moment, epiphany would be. So I hope that made sense. Let's go over to Kristen now. So this seems a lot, Kristen, to put on you if there's like this is just me speaking now, but if you met a long time ago but you've recently connected and then he's going to move here, this feels like a lot to put on you. So let's see, let's check in with his energy. Jonathan, what is this about? You know, like Janavi said, is it genuine? You're very welcome, or Peter. Glad to know that I'm going to come out of a stuck situation. Exactly. Either way, we're moving out of the stuck situation. Oh, thank you, Ari. This is my, like, oyster pearl. Right. Kristen, Jonathan's energy. Spirit, tell us about Jonathan. Here he is, moving fast. 8 of Wands, getting on his motorbike to come see you. Tell us more about this. It feels, does it feel rushed? It feels rash. I mean, 8 of Wands, it's about, yeah, movement, change. It is about passion because it's the element of fire. So it is following your desires. So that is what Jonathan is doing. Ten of Swords. Some kind of pain, betrayal. This could be on his side, that I don't know if this is a past relationship, didn't work out, went wrong, and this is maybe why he is, what's kind of been the catalyst for this, okay? Like really wanting to go for this, but also is wanting to leave something behind, yeah? Desperately kind of wanting a fresh start, wanting to leave this behind. Unless, Kristen, let me know as well, this could be for you. I don't know if this is, if you are experiencing some kind of heartbreak as well about someone else. If this is still present in your energy field, let me know as well. I'm going to pull one more. don't know if Kristen is still here. I hope she is. Please post if you are, Kristen. One more for this, please, Spirit. About Jonathan's energy. I think he sees you like this. We've got the Chariot again. This is him. So I feel like it is genuine. There is genuine feelings here for you. This is a major arcana. I feel like this is your energy, how he kind of views you. You know, this is very attractive as well, isn't it? In a way, it's someone as well who is strong, has a good sense of self, has a lot to offer, would be someone who it would be good, they are drawn to you and are attracted to you and feel like you would be a good person to have a relationship with. That feels genuine. And this is them like arriving, kind of let's do this kind of energy, which is all real. But also, does it, I don't know if it matters. I don't know if this, it could complicate things further down the line. This could come back up. But this this 10 of Swords, which is like a messy kind of breakup, it would say to me, or some kind of heartache, heartbreak, betrayal that's gone on, is really maybe why this catalyst, why things are moving so fast. That doesn't even have to be a negative thing as such. It depends how much this is, you know, running away from your problems or whatever. If you're not sort of dealing with them emotionally, it isn't going to work. But also, on the other hand, wanting a fresh start, wanting a new beginning, feeling like there is a genuine connection with you, Kristen, and wanting to go for that is not bad. You know, we all need a reason to do what we do. Sometimes the reason doesn't have to matter. Of course, like your I don't know how you feel about him, and obviously don't be rushed into it. Just because that's what's going on for him, that doesn't mean that's going on for you, and maybe you're not ready to, you know, dive into a very intense, deep relationship. So there's lots of moving parts with this, Kristen. Obviously, you can only answer so much within this period of time. Thank you, Tia Bia. Thank you, Janavi, for moderating. Tia Bia says, just found out my ex-husband moved a woman in. Oh, without telling me. He says he's not in a relationship with her. Huh, but it's one bedroom. Should I be concerned? Thinking of going for full custody of our child. Oh. Yeah, that is surely something that he should have communicated with you with regards to when you're co-parenting, yeah? Let's see what Spirit says. I think the red flag is that there's no communication here as well, yeah? Nine of Swords, you see, this is actually interesting. Because I think this is you, yeah? It's caused like anxiety, worry, all of that kind of stuff, yeah? Which is completely natural, and of course it would. Now with that, I'm going to pull another card, but with the Nine of Swords, it does actually say that these kind of worst case scenarios, fears will be unfounded. So that is actually very comforting I have a sense of comfort from this come through. So I hope that comes through to you, TB, as well. I'm wondering if this will pass quickly. When I was shuffling the cards, it almost felt like this would be not last. But I'm just going to pull, because I'm nosy, I'm going to pull some more cards. Oh, he's communicating nastily to you, okay. Oh, this is you again. We've seen this to you, haven't we? With you and your plants. Seven of Pentacles, okay. I'm sorry that it's communicating nastily to you. I suppose in a way that what I meant was that he's moved someone in without telling you. That was kind of the lack of communication there, which, you know, when there's a child involved, that's like very out of order, yeah. So obviously that's like legal issues and things like that, you know, we don't bring the tarot into. However, with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about a period of an assessment. So I feel like this is what all that you, or maybe all that you should do right now, is we are watching the situation, we are assessing what is the right moves to do. I don't know, even making steps about speaking to someone legally and where that would stand. But there is like a watching period. This is about planning. So I think what Spirit is saying is maybe not to do anything rash or rush in. Not saying not to go for full custody, but let's do this systematically. Let's do this with an earth, with a Pentacles energy, which is planning, which is strategic, which is assessing the situation, planning what's the next right move. Okay, we're not gonna sort of be reactionary, if that makes sense. Okay, so we can start making moves, but we need to be strategic, and not, also Pentacles is about holding, if you know the expression, like holding your water. So being, yeah, basically just being strategic and not reactionary. Anything else, Spirit? Four of Swords. Again, just trying to manage anxieties and worries, I feel like. See this person, this is you, kind of stressed out. Four of Swords. Not to let that overwhelm us. Four of Swords is about trying to manage those fears, anxieties, rest when we can, sort of mental rest. Yeah, if you're spinning on this around a lot, all we can do is this Seven of Pentacles energy, okay? That's easier said than done, I know, but do what you can to ground yourself, if that's meditating, if that's journaling, to try and find those moments of calm so that we can be strategic. With the promise though, the Nine of Swords is in there, that maybe some of those fears anyway will be unfounded, so maybe this won't pan out to be as bad as what we think. But let's embody this Seven of Pentacles energy, okay? So I hope that resonated. Very difficult situation. Okay, so next up, my love, if you are still here, we have Ari. The beautiful Aries princess. We're in Aries season as well until the 19th. So I don't do yes, no questions, Ari. The 18th. Right towards the end of Aries season. You're welcome, dear. Happy birthday for then, Ari. So I'll have a look at the energy surrounding this job, or let's open it up to, I'm sure there is something that we can find a flexible job, but let's have a look about what Spirit says about this. So we want a second job, and we need it to be flexible. I would say first off is a great place to lean into manifesting. But let's see what Spirit says. So I'm going to pull one particularly around Starbucks. Four of Swords. Spirit's telling you to rest. Four of Swords is about rest and recuperation. But we want a second job, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune, opportunity, change. Things going in your favour. This is confirmation to me, Ari, that it is possible absolutely to have this, what you want. Maybe you've had a bit of an uphill struggle of late around work, finances, or trying to find something that is the right fit, yeah, for what you're looking for. The Wheel of Fortune is when, you know, if we just keep making those steps in the right direction, holding that vision, holding that image, okay? Maybe you're even feeling a bit burnt out about it all as well. Just with this Four of Swords come through, it kind of makes me wonder that maybe this has been causing you a lot of mental stress. Whichever aspect of it, finances, you know, will I be able to, how am I going to find the right job to fit in around what I'm already doing? Like you said, without the question of, without not overworking yourself, what would that look like? Now, the Wheel of Fortune is when Spirit, it feels like Spirit has kind of got your back and brings through and delivers. The energy is right, what you want. So you need to hold that belief, I would say, as well. Like I say, if you practice manifestation, journaling, visualizing, meditation, all that good thing, set your intention every day. Just do 15 minutes if you can to bring this towards you in whatever form. Don't narrow it down, don't limit it to be this Starbucks. It might be that, you know, all you can do is ask the question to them. But this is an indication as well that maybe this stress and worry and maybe even burnout, there is a change on the horizon around that, okay? Anything else that Ari needs to do to bring this towards her, to manifest this ideal flexible job? Eight of Swords, again, some kind of something going on in the thought process here of maybe really stressing yourself out about this, Ari, because Eight of Swords is like we've tied ourselves in knots here, okay? We're not seeing things clearly. And if we can just remove this blindfold, like in the traditional deck, it's the story behind it, you know, with the Rider-Waite, is that this is a prison of your own making in many ways. And if you could see the situation clearly, you'd realize that it wasn't as bad as maybe what it feels or seems like at times as well. So again, sort of mental burnout seems to be some aspect of this. Do we definitely need a second job? If we do, if that's a strong yes, then maybe we've fallen into some kind of despondency about how are we going to make this work. But the Wheel of Fortune says it is possible, it is out there. Hold that vision, it's on its way to you. It's just a matter of time, that opportunity, Ari, okay? In the meantime, I would say we need to just try and get a grip on the way that we're thinking about this and manage our anxiety as best we can. I know that's easier said than done, but by stressing ourselves out about it, we'll probably only slow it down. If you do believe in manifestation and follow that process, then this kind of thinking just actually slows it down. But the Wheel of Fortune is that change in fortune that you've been hoping for, when things begin to get a bit easier and it feels like that it's not just all hard work and effort coming from you, that spirit is with you, and that sense of flow comes back. Thank you for the read. I want a second job for more than money. Okay. So yeah, if you feel absolutely certain that that's the right thing to do, then with that Wheel of Fortune, that was a very good omen, Ari, that it would be on its way to you. It's just a matter of time. And then try and trust that process in the meantime. So yeah, thank you, Genovi. Nettie, please post your question. Last but not least, Nettie, my dear, please post your question if you're still here. I will, guys, as well, I will be back on Friday if you want to, if you're able to join me then as well. I'll be confirming the time, but more than likely I think it will be 1:30 p.m. GMT time. I'll get that up soon so that you can pre-book. Nettie would like a general read. I'll take that, because as soon as you said that, oof, Major Arcana, Death. Transformation, again, this has come up a few times, so some big energies surrounding you with it being a Major Arcana, Nettie. I think we talked about this recently, about you actually going through some big changes. The Death card is often, it's no small thing. On the other side of this transformation, we can emerge really after the lessons and after the challenges that this transformation forces us really to go through as a different kind of person on the other side. I'm going to pull one more card. So that's what's still going on for you, Nettie. We are still going through this deep transformation, endings, new beginnings, changes in perspective, new people coming into our lives, old people leaving. All of that kind of stuff is what the Death card talks about, and you find yourself on the other side of it in, a whole new world in many respects, yeah? And then we have another Major Arcana, the Magician, which is a beautiful, softer energy, which what it tells me when next to the Death card, Nettie, is that the Magician is when you find yourself on the other side of this transformation, it's an opportunity to manifest a new reality. Okay, a whole new world. So we're in a new world, yeah, we're in a completely different place. We've done a 180, and it's a chance to really fill in that new world with whatever you want to. It's a very expansive energy with the Magician next. I mean, look, that next to the Death card and the Magician, two big energies. The ending, and then the Magician is, you know, you are the creator now, and this is an opportunity, a fresh start. You have all the tools before you, so it's not, you've learned the lessons, you've done the work, the inner work, have the outer work, the skills as well, to be able to kind of set out. This is an opportunity to set out and create a whole new, fill in this new world with whatever you want, Nettie. At this point, you are the creator, and this Magician has the ability to pull these visions, these ideals, and bring them into the 3D. If you do that intentionally through manifestation, or just however you work, however you connect with spirit, Nettie, this is an opportunity. So difficult, I imagine, at times, painful, but ultimately transformative and very positive. So I'll leave it there, guys. I will end the live here. Thank you for everyone who joined, who brought your questions, for liking the live. Thank you, Janavi, for moderating. Much appreciated. It makes my life a lot easier. Like I said, please join me on Friday if you can, but wishing you all a blessed rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. Love and light. Thank you, Nettie. Take care, guys. Take care.